I was born in Gambia, West Africa, around 1753. As a child, I was captured, forced onto a slave ship, and brought to America in 1761. I was sold in Boston, Massachusetts, to the Wheatley family. They named me Phyllis after the ship that carried me across the Atlantic. This way, though enslaved, I was given an education, something rare for someone in my condition. Within 16 months, I could read the Bible as well as Greek and Latin classics. I studied British literature, astronomy, and geography. As a young girl, I discovered my voice through poetry. In 1767, I published my first poem, but it was my 1770 elegy honoring the preacher George Whitefield that brought me recognition in both America and England. My words traveled farther than I ever imagined. In 1773, with support from the Countess of Huntingdon, I sailed to London to publish my first book, poems on various subjects, religious and moral. It became the first published book written by an enslaved black woman in America. Because many doubted that a black woman could write such work, prominent Boston leaders signed a statement verifying that the poems were mine. Soon after its publication, I was emancipated. My poetry reflected both my African heritage and my Christian faith. I often wrote elegies, drawing from traditions where young women sang funeral songs. My work was read by both enslavers and abolitionists. Some saw it as encouragement toward Christian conversion, others as proof of the intellectual power of people of African descent. I supported the American Revolution, yet I believed the fight for liberty rang hollow while slavery endured. I wrote letters and poems urging leaders to consider true freedom. One of my most celebrated poems praised George Washington upon his appointment as commander of the Continental Army. In 1778, I married John Peters, a free black man. We had 3 children, but none survived infancy. Attempts to publish a second book failed, and I worked as a maid to support my family while continuing to write. I died on December 5th, 1784, at just 31 years old, yet my voice endures. My poems are still studied today, a testament to faith, resilience, and the power of words born from both suffering and hope.